Boom. Check this bad boy out. Well, first, welcome to Just Geeking Out. And today we're going to go over this brand new Super Powers Superman from McFarlane. Not to be confused with the first Super Powers from McFarlane that came out about what? Like 2 or 3 years ago? Has it been that long? Jeez, man, jeez. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, and then hit that comment section. Let me know if you like this figure. Let me know if you're getting this figure. I want to hear your thoughts about this figure and the whole line in general. I am bringing out all of my Super Powers figures. We're going to compare him to the ones that McFarlane made. We're going to compare him to the OGs. We're going to swap some capes. We're going to put him in some vehicles. We're going to have some freaking fun. But first up, let's just take a look at this box right here. I want to turn my ring light off or turn it, because we're getting a glare. This makes it a little harder to see, but here you go. I'll turn it back on in a second. But here's the box. Classic Super Powers box, nothing you haven't seen before. Let's take a look at it in comparison to the one that we got from McFarlane a little while ago. And I will put my ring light on right now. Yeah, it is a little dark. We are figuring this out as we go. As you can see, the boxes are pretty much the same. Now, it's really cool they gave us different Superman art right here, which is dope. And instead of, just his name Superman and that kind of, I think they had something very similar to this in the original. They just put his emblem right there. But outside of that, it's pretty much the same. But I do like that they went out of their way to make it a little different. And I'm not sure which one is exactly the same as the original, or maybe they're both not. Let me know in the comments if you know. I'll probably Google it by the time I'm off of this thing. You can tell I'm so prepared. Anyway, let's turn these bad boys around. And as you can see, dang, that's where we started. And this is where we are now. And still, only Wonder Woman is our female figure. No comment. And 3 Wonder Women. No comment. And as far as the card right here, it's a little different. Here is just real short and in different languages. Here they really give you the bio, which is dope. That's kind of whack. Anyways, those are, the boxes for anyone that is curious. I bought 2 of these guys, man. I was a big Super Powers fan. And when I saw this, I had to get one and keep it in box. I'm not an inbox collector, but I had to keep it in box because I was just like, this is my childhood right here. And I wound up getting, a bunch of them. So let's get this bad boy open. Now, I wasn't going to get this. I told myself I wasn't going to get this. Like, you don't need it. You got the other one. The other one's fine. It's a fine representation of, what it was. It's not exactly the same. I know there's some Super Powers purists who are like, these are terrible. But, for me, I'm just shocked that we're getting them at all. So I wasn't really picky. And then when they dropped the new Batman figure, the same way they did this one, although I got the first Batman figure, so I got to get this new one because the new one looks exactly like the one that I had growing up, 80s baby. And when this came out, it was Bizarro that I really wanted. And that is coming. This one came first. But when I got Bizarro, I'm like, well, you might as well get this guy. And I got this guy, and I'm actually very happy about it. I think I'll give my son. Yeah, I'll give my son the one that I have. Keep the one that I have in box, and then this one will go on the display. Maybe. Let's get. Now, one thing that McFarlane definitely improved upon, and it's been like this for a little while, this whole cape tray situation is great. There used to be a little hole in the cape, the first one, that they used one of those plastic ties to, which was stupid. But this one's great. There's a whole tray for the cape so you don't mess it up while you're taking it out. Okay. That's cool. Oh, and real quick, sorry. For those of you looking for this guy, although that's the GameStop QR code, where's the actual? Oh, it's over it. Sorry. I'm show you the QR code. I'm not going to spend time trying to take that sticker off. But I'm sure I saw him hanging at GameStop. Let's get this on here. And this is Superman. All right. Let's take a look at this figure. Let me raise him up. Okay. This is a good looking figure. The colors are perfect. Perfection. And to be honest with you, he looks really tanned. Maybe on camera and in some of the promotional images, but it doesn't actually look that bad. He doesn't look incredibly weirdly tanned here. And the smile actually works. It looks way better in hand. Yeah, I'm very happy about this. Articulation, or the lack thereof, like you would expect from a Super Powers figure. I love the new body. The new body is 1,000,000 times better than, what we got before. But there we go. Typical McFarlane, man. He didn't paint the belt loops in the back. I know it's a cheap figure. And the figures were like, what, $3 back in the day. But guess what? They were painted in the back. Toy Biz 2, I think. Painted in the back. Oh, that sucks. And we get this wonderful cape. Much better cape than the original. With that nice S on the back. Now, this S is a little big for me. And it's a little too rigid. I actually prefer the S on the original figure. It's a little smaller, a little bit more rounded, looks more classic. But still, looks freaking dope. Love the colors. This is straight up classic Superman. Let's compare him to the one that came first. Now here he is, and I mean, they're not even the same figure. And he has a hard time standing because the way his legs were constructed. But not even the same figure. And it's funny, I thought he would be a little smaller. But no, he just has better proportions. I mean, honestly, looking at them side by side, it's really, it stands out. And I didn't even realize this blue is different than the blue on his arms. I did not realize that till right now. Oh yeah, this is an upgrade. But see, I would have loved this S on that chest. Bars. I feel like that would have been a little bit more classic and would have felt a little bit more like Super Powers. Now this cape is from Cape Masters. And this cape is amazing. I forgot how much I bought it for. But I mean, this cape is a million times better than the one that McFarlane gave us. I mean, just a better made cape. And I like that the S is a little smaller. But still, this cape is a million times better than the original one, which I'll show you right now. And then we'll do much more of a in-depth comparison between these two figures. But this is the cape that McFarlane gave us originally. And I was like, there's no way I can keep this cape on this Superman. This ribbon thing, and it's been in a Ziploc bag, so it's a little wrinkled, but still, look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is what we were working with a few years ago. Look at this. It's like, this is what he gave us. This is what he gave us. So here's a true comparison between the two figures. Did not paint the belt loops on the back, but guess what? He didn't even make belt loops on the back of this one. Oh, they're there. They're very faint. You can hardly see them, and the belt doesn't even connect. So, yeah, much better sculpt. Much better sculpt. All around. This cape is terrible. And let's compare the head sculpts. Focus. I mean, like this one only works if you don't get this one. But when you get this one and put them side by side, all the flaws stick out. Big time. Big time. That's terrible. So let's get this guy out of here. He's retired for a little bit. Now, this cape, it's very clothy, man. It's so clothy. And it's not too bad, but it's so clothy. So if I got rid of this and throw on this Cape Master cape, oh, that is now that's clean. Now we're cooking with grease. Oh, this is an amazing figure. Feels like I'm looking at a Christopher Reeve action figure. That's dope. Now the thing about it is that this cape was made for the other Superman, which felt a little bit more modern, right? So this cape should be much shorter, and the one that comes with Bizarro is shorter. Now I have a Toy Biz Superman cape that is in way too good of a condition. I think it's because I lost it as a kid and then found it as an adult. That's why it's in decent condition. So if I were to give him this cape, oh, I mean, this ring right here, like, I don't know why McFarlane's having a hard time creating just this. It's not a wire, it's a plastic ring. And it's just perfect. It's neat and it's perfect. I think it's a little shorter than I want it to be. It's a little too short. I think it would work really good for like a Flash or Superman. But yeah, he's gonna stick with the Cape Master cape, which is just chef's kiss. Don't judge me, but this is the original Kenner Super Powers Superman figure. I didn't collect toys when I was a kid. I played with them. Beat the crap out of them. But here's a little comparison. Yo, that face sculpt is still better. Like all these years later. Like it looks like it's a person they modeled it after. Like it's a person. And the hair is actually sculpted better, I think. Yo, the OGs is dope. And see, they painted his belt loops back then. But still, I would say McFarlane's do, they scale bigger, way bigger. I mean, yeah, they scale way bigger than your originals, but I do think it can work. Now here's this Macy's Clark Kent figure that my boy Rich got me. Well, his mom gave it to him. He didn't care about Superman. He gave it to me. It's like this catalog mail you send. Back in the day, you used to get like these catalogs for Macy's and department stores. And I guess they had a special raffle in this one that you can send in some mail in something and you get it Clark Kent mail back. And she did it. She gave it to him. He didn't care about it, so he gave it to me. But yeah, they're not the same scale, but it's still fun. It's still fun. You know, and like if I put this is the Super Powers Martian Manhunter, who is gonna have trouble standing, but they do look like, I mean, Superman's bigger, which I don't know if it's a problem, but they do look like they're in the same world. Am I tripping? Yeah, that I buy they're in the same universe. Absolutely. No question. And what's really great is you can really mix and match these bad boys. Because I got this brand new, not brand new, but, you know, pretty mint condition Toy Biz Robin that goes right in there. So the people that are saying that this doesn't scale well, it kind of does to me. I think they do. I think they scale pretty good. Now, if you're looking for a one-to-one, then no. They're not going to be a one-to-one. I'm just trying to get Wonder Woman to stand up so I can create this, I guess, the Super Friends. You know? I gotta get my John Stewart that I left back here by accident. Ugh. Yeah. So like they scale well together, in my humble opinion. And I even have this that Batman Returns line. Well, I don't know if it was Tim Drake, but it's modeled after Tim Drake from that Batman Returns. The Batman figures that came out when Batman Returns came out. I forgot the actual name of the line. Might have just been Batman Returns. But I mean, he fits in too. He doesn't have the same articulation, but he fits in the line too. So yeah, you can have fun with this if you can get them to stand. They don't have to be a one-to-one of what we had in the 80s for them not to like be playable. That's my opinion anyway. You know? All right. I wanted to give you guys a good look at that. Let's put these guys to the side. But I will give you a look at Superman and Batman because for some of you, that's the pairing you're looking for. Now, these are not the same body. I thought they would have been because this Super Powers kind of use the same sculpt. But no, it's not. Like they're this is the brand new sculpt, and Superman is significantly bigger than Batman, which I think is appropriate. Right? I think that works really freaking well. Or is he too big? Oh, I think it works. I think it works. Just dropped that mint condition Toy Biz Robin right on the floor, but he's fine. He's fine. I'm a mess. It's like 10:30 at night. Been a long day, but I wanted to do this. Now, I didn't buy the Superman mobile that came out, but I do have this bad boy from back in the day. Those stickers do not belong with this vehicle. I did that one in the 90s at some point. But this kind of super mobile, and the colors don't match up well. But this is faded, so maybe, I don't think he was this blue. No. So the colors didn't match up anyway, I think. But if I wanted to throw him in, a vintage, he fits-ish. Yeah, I would have trouble if I had the canopy still, I think. But I'd probably be able to close it around him. So, yeah, he scales well enough. The classic stuff. So that's pretty dope. Put that right there. Get him right here. Now I'm just having fun. Now I'm just showing off. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to fix this yet. It's been broken for decades. This is fun. I love these figures. Now, my friend Jack makes fun of me because they have no articulation, and there's figures that are way more sophisticated, obviously. But this is just a fun toy line to play with. Got my dark side right here. His arm is somewhere. I played with my toys back in the day. Yes, vintage dark side. Martian Manhunter. Got that right there. This is pretty dope. So yeah, I love this figure. I am very happy I copped him. I can't believe I was going to pass on it. I feel like he is going to be out and he's going to be gone, because he's exactly what we were asking for when it comes to superpowers. So I'm very, very happy, very excited that he is in the collection. Very happy he is in the collection. And just for fun, because I'm just showing off, pretty freaking close. This is probably the closest one-to-one. Throw a little flare on it. Definitely the closest one-to-one. So for me, this figure, it's a 10 out of 10 with the Cape Masters cape. And you can check out Cape Masters. I think it's capemaster.com. Focus. capemaster.com. And he does different lengths, so you don't have to be married to this length if you don't want it. For me, it's fine. It should be shorter, but it's just a beautiful cape, and I'm not buying another one. And yeah, that's it. Very long video, but as you can see, I'm having some fun here. I'm having a lot of fun here. All right, let me know what you think about this figure. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.